Okay, so there are more than a bazillion of these videos out there. What's the best camera for street photography? What's the best camera for travel photography? What's the best camera for pies?
You win.
But I am here to tell you today that unequivocally the best travel camera of all time is the Sony DSC-WX150. And I know from experience because I've been using mine for more than a decade, and I'm going to explain why. And also it should be noted that in my opinion, Sony made a huge mistake when they discontinued this line of ultra compact cameras. But it's never too late for a reboot. Okay, so I know that there's probably more than a few angry folks out there just steaming at the title of this video and thinking to themselves, you can't say that the WX150 is the best travel camera of all time. It doesn't have a built-in ND filter for situations where the ISO is, shut up and take the shot! You're missing the shot! Are we taking photographs here? Or do you just want to fumble around with dials and buttons and lenses and filters? Because when you're in the middle of the jungle, hanging by your fingertips from the side of a temple with a tarantula crawling across your face, you don't have time to make sure that the exposure is accurate. You take the shot or you lose the shot. But truth be told, the bells and whistles guys that would say that this camera doesn't have enough features on it will never be in that situation because they can't be. Check out this guy in Egypt. Holy gear, Batman. And I bet you that rig is really nice and really expensive. And every picture that guy takes, you'll be able to see every grain of sand in it. By the way, have fun cleaning the sand out of that camera. But he himself will probably not see very much because you can't crawl through a pyramid with 1,000 pounds around your neck, which is an issue that I will never have. Because my camera weighs 0.3 pounds and is the size of a credit card, but still shoots 18.2 megapixel pictures with a 10 times optical zoom if needed, and when I'm done with it, I just put it back in my pocket. Nothing beats the convenience of a real camera, a good, real, ultra compact camera that you can keep in your pocket. Doesn't matter if you're in the street, the desert, the jungle. You pull it out, it turns on in a split second, you fire, you got the shot. Now I know what you're thinking. If you just want something that fits in your pocket, why not get a phone with a really good camera on it? Nope. Camera phones definitely have their place in the world, but generally they are terrible for photography. Awkward to hold. Unconsciously you take too many vertical photographs. You need to pull it out of your pocket, unlock it, open the camera, zoom in with your fingers. You lost a shot. Likewise, there's really nothing wrong with Batman's gear or bigger cameras for travel photography if you want to take pictures like this. But if you're on the move, climbing in the thick of things, crossing rope bridges, up in the mountains, in the streets, in crowds, you want to be able to point, shoot, get that shot. You can fix everything else in post. Like if you're trying to make sure that you have no chromatic aberration and you have the perfect exposure triangle, you would not be able to travel with me. Like seriously, are we taking photographs here or is this like a gadget for you? For the love of God, take the shot! Now, my beautiful wife, uses a Sony RX100-7, and that's why her pictures look like this. And that camera is a fantastic piece of machinery. I would highly recommend it to anyone. And it is smaller, but if I tried to put that camera in my front pocket, there'd be no room for my dick. But if you could squeeze that beautiful 1-inch stacked CMOS sensor into this tiny body, add a new lens and some connectivity and other features, you might have a fabulous pocket rocket that is the most popular camera Sony ever made. I'm talking to you, Sony. It's never too late for a reboot. So in conclusion, my Sony DSC-WX150 has hundreds of thousands of miles on it. I've been using it for more than a decade. It's definitely starting to show its age and be less competitive from a photo quality perspective, and it's being held together with a piece of duct tape. And eventually I'm going to have to trade it in for something which scares the living hell out of me. But without a question, the WX150 has been the best travel camera of all time for me personally, and if you get a chance to check one out, go for it. And when you're out traveling around in this beautiful, colorful, wonderful world, I highly recommend that you spend more time taking photographs than screwing around with settings and features, or you're going to miss that shot. DT out.